Why do most women file divorce typically? Because a man did what?
It's not
No,
cheating.
mistake. It's just
It's not cheating. Most women, if you look at the stats, we went and looked
it's finances and it's cheating.
No.
And it's not doing what, and it's not partaking in the household chores of a house too. Those are the top 3 reasons. I researched. Okay, so what's the main reason women cheat?
The main reason
they cheat because men look at them. I felt like I had to Bogart because shit, I can't get the chance to speak. I felt like I believe women cheat. That's men's problem. Men automatically assume that we the only ones is polygamy. God only created us to be interested in multiple partners and not the women. And let's be honest, most women introduce sex since childhood, so it's clearly in their nature to have men. And I do believe women can love all of this stuff that y'all say women would do, all of these great things for the men that they want. They would do that for multiple men that they want. I think that's why when they say that when it's easier to catch men to cheat, but not the woman, because men automatically look at women like they not that type of person. And usually when we go pick a woman, we put them on a pedestal like they just this innocent, especially if she's pretty, like they just this innocent person and they only belong to you, and you was sadly mistaken. Y'all was saying something earlier about monogamy.
Incompatibility for the answer to.
Yeah.
And who's answer? And is that a man's answer or is that a woman's answer? She married somebody that she supposedly loved, and
she's
then she left
with him.
Why did they get married? No, look. See, this is what I mean, y'all. See, no, y'all. Do y'all see what I mean? Like how y'all see what I mean? How y'all switch? You got to know this man. You say you loved him till death do us part, and then you turn around. Y'all do what you want to do for your own personal happiness, and men neglect their happiness. They don't really want to do that, and they would never leave. They would never leave a woman they love. Women leave men they love.
So okay. So we had this conversation a few weeks back, and Trigger Mike said something that was brilliant. So he's not on camera. I'm going to reiterate what he said. Men don't physically leave, but men check out with their presence, right? So he talked about how in his marriage, he shows up entirely. Not only are his resources there, not only is his body there, but he is, yes, Marcus too. I'm going to include you. But these men show up, are present, and are active in their households. The thing that a lot of women experience is a man gets comfortable, or to what Jay Prince was talking about earlier, starts becoming interested in something that's outside of the household, right? Whether he's engaged in it or not, right? And they check out. They're no longer that person within that marriage because they've gotten comfortable and things have become routine. Women don't want that. Women want consistency. The same way that women want resources in hypergamy, they also look for consistency. And if you are not consistent, even after you have gotten married, women, you can feel how you feel about it.
I got to say this, Miss Inez. Go ahead, finish your point.
No problem.
Enas, I say
Enas. We're going to get it right. We're going to do a show called Enas. We're going to get Enas right.
Nas the rapper.
Nas, can we call you Nas?
Nas is my favorite rapper.
Because there's a Nas in the chat, so I don't want to be mistaken with him.
Okay.
But like, this is really frustrating, right? And I can see like the two of you getting really worked up. You're asking women to answer from their perspective and then saying, no, you're wrong. Right. So it's either you're actually listening to have a productive conversation, or you're just using this to push your points, right? So like, we don't all have the same perspective. Shan, Mistaken, myself, Coach K, we disagree on things all the time. We don't always look at the same thing. And it's okay to say, I don't like what you said, but that is the experience that a lot of women are having.
Hold on one second. Let me respond to that. The thing is, I'm constantly hearing, like you had said some early, Enas. You had said some earlier that how men leave, love ain't everything. It sounds like you only talking about the benefit of women. Because let's keep it funky. Women don't got shit to offer. So what is the benefit for the man to stay there and be willing to sacrifice everything, money, resources, time? You talking about I got to be attentive. I got to do all of this to keep this woman. What do she got to do for us to be worthy of all of this wealth, time, energy, sacrifice my physical life for you. All of this, you don't got really shit to bring outside of sex and making babies. And you talk about women just leave because it shouldn't be about love.
Incompatible.
You get tired of love ain't gonna hold you anything. Well, men bringing way more shit to the table than women is. If you ain't bringing nothing to the table, how dare you talking about love don't do everything and you want men to do all of this stuff? Let's have a conversation, because it sounds like it's always one-sided. It's always to benefit the woman, like you just prize or some shit. Like you got all of this stuff to bring us. What is some stuff that will make a man that got all of these resources, got all of this love, got all of this willing to die for you and all this other stuff? What make you worthy of that?
Can I just explain some of the things that I got out of this?
You understand? But Marcus, you gonna break down
eggs and old vagina. After I get done having sex with you, after I get done having all the kids that I'm gonna have with you, what else? I can clean my own damn house. I can read my own goddamn book. So what else you got to bring? You just sitting there pointless.
So have sex with yourself since you can do it all.
Can you put me in the queue?
Hold on. Let me respond to JP.
That's
let me just tell you some of the things that
I'm tired of this narrative always got to be painted what men got to do.
I think
these women, I guarantee you, if I ask all four of these women what do they got to offer in men, they're gonna get offended before they answer the goddamn question.
I'm not, but whatever.
I think
but
I don't think that.
Hey, Shan. Okay, go. I just want to say one thing to his point. Just one thing to his point. If the man y'all typically want is 100-0, he has his own money, he has his own car, he has his own house, he can cook, he can clean, he can protect himself, he can go get women at his disposal. What can a woman actually do? And I don't mean it like in a negative way. Who compromises more if he can get women at his disposal? Disposal. Yeah. He can get sex, multiple women, a woman to come over to clean his house, a woman to come cook for him, a woman to do have babies without marriage. All these things that we can get in society right now, right? What can a woman that he commits to and marries to outside if they divorce and alimony in half? What can she do for him?
Like your supervisor will ask you, Shan, like your
y'all gonna let them answer the question?
No, I just to add to that, Shan.
No, we're not.
Like your supervisor will ask you, why should I hire you outside of them other women? What make you better
that
than
is the
other
question.
women?
Let her go, Jay Prince. That's the question.
To answer his
You
question,
please, guys.
I don't. The women. Obviously, because when I researched every billionaire there was, they all were married. And if they divorced, they were married again. I researched many millionaires, every black billionaire, I researched every single one of them, and they were all married except for two who were, so and then I researched a handful of millionaires. So what I'm saying to you is, if this is the case, if no woman can add value, then why do they keep getting married? If these men, because we can sit here,
Oh, look, Jay Prince, let her finish. But Shan, we asked you to ask what a woman offers. Can you answer that?
Okay, so the right woman is going to make what you have better. Period. I'm
a millionaire. What can you make better?
Fellas, can I answer?
Let me just say this.
No, let the woman act.
Yeah, let her finish.
Let me say this. If you've never had a woman in your life to push you, that's you. Because I don't know, like I said, you have the right woman in your life. She's gonna hold you accountable for the shit that you say. If you want this, she's gonna make sure you get there. Every one of those billionaires, and you can do it yourself.
But they already there though.
So what I'm saying, no, sir, they were married before they became billionaires. They all were married before, and I looked up their wives because I wanted to see, well, what kind of wife, did they marry? In the personality of these people. All of these women were married to these men before. Either they met them in college or they grew up, in the same. Some of them were African. I don't know what that, but they grew up around each other, and they don't fit that stereotype. You like the beauty queen? No. This is a woman who doesn't look that way. She wrote it out with him the entire time. Google it, and I'll put money on it. Go Google it yourself.
Does he cheat and have women on the side?
He definitely got women on the side.
The benefit of a wife, and I'm telling you, they have wives who they had before they acquired their money.
What is the benefit?
still, most of them are still married to the same woman who was with them from day one.
Well, okay, you're putting a lot of extras on it.
Exactly.
Like you're speaking facts 100% when it comes to the amount of millionaires and billionaires that are married, but there is something else to be considered as to why these men are married. All right, so these men are married because the weird part about it is they have traditional values. Like most of them come from two-parent households. Maladjusted kids don't end up being millionaires and billionaires, and that's why the ones that do end up losing all their damn money. So, you know, rappers, etc., ball players who, you know, maybe
I wasn't talking about rappers and ball players.
No. I'm saying the people who do end up touching millions that lose it all, they weren't taught proper ways to hold it. You see what I'm saying? So the other reason is because their image and reputation revolves around being organized.
Absolutely.
Right? That Playboy lifestyle makes you look reckless. Yes. Right? So the thing, whenever I've saw myself climbing the corporate ladder, you look at what makes you look more responsible, what makes you look more personable, what makes you look more well-meaning, benevolent. Oh, a man. Nothing looks more benevolent than a man standing there with the family he created. Absolutely. Right? So that is why they're married. It's not necessarily because the woman can add value to them. I'm sorry, value to them in that way.
The question still hasn't been answered.
You don't think the right woman can be a great
Hold on.
She adds value to, so not only a responsible woman to take care of his children, she adds value to the image he's trying to project. That's the number one.
Quantify this. What are we talking about? Maybe it's not something that you quantify. Maybe it's not a number. Have you, like, this is to me to you, Jay Prince and Ali. Maybe it's not something that you put a number on. How does she add value? Trigger Mike just said, hey, it helps him get structured and focused. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Trigger Mike. Did you just say that?
All of that work.
You're trying to say. No. Hold on. I let you speak for the last 40-something minutes. Let me get this out, and I'll let y'all go.
He did. Wait.
I said their life and their productivity actually revolves around being organized and structured. That's why they gravitate toward the institution of marriage. So that's more.
Let me ask you a question, Trigger Mike, real fast, and go ahead, AP, and I'll ask him.
No, it's just you want to put a number or a value on it, or what is it that you add? First of all, if we're moving in our purpose, on purpose, with intent, intentionally, bringing them in, we already know that the value that they will add to us. We've already assessed that if we're doing it the right way. So it's not about what does she have, what can she bring, what does that woman bring to me? I make that determination. Right. She doesn't make that determination. I make that determination by the quality of the woman. That is the number one thing. Secondly, by the way, Jay Prince, on the first thing that you said, I agreed with the part about the system. Remove some of these system safety nets, and we'll see what's real, right? I actually agree with you on that. Now, on a lot of the other stuff, I really just I don't agree with it all. But the last thing
that's good. That don't make your opinion better than mine.
I didn't say it. Did I? Who
no, I'm just saying like this is.
You guys just have a difference of opinion.
Yeah, we got difference, but this stuff that Jay Prince be talking off the wall, I totally disagree with that.